Congratulations to Joan's Legacy on your 5th anniversary. In 5 years, you have raised over $3 million and funded dozens of new research projects. I'm so proud of all you have accomplished, and I wish you continued success.
Congratulations to Joan's Legacy on your 5th anniversary. That means for 5 years you've raised money to fund innovative research into a cure for lung cancer.
You've accomplished so much in the past 5 years, and we are all so proud of this organization and proud of the work you're doing.
All of us in 2020 salute you.
Your work is very important to the cause, and all of us at Nightline salute you and wish you continued success.
Your dollars are funding important research into lung cancer, a cause which is very important to us here at ABC, and you will help, we hope, to find a cure.
And that will be Joan's Legacy.
And that will indeed be Joan's Legacy.
Good evening to all of you, and welcome to the 5th annual Joan's Legacy Strolling Supper with, as we call it, Blues and News. We have indeed come a long way in the years since we chose to remember and honor a woman who was sister, friend, and colleague, Joan Scarangello. Jonesy, I called her, who lost her battle with lung cancer back in 2001 at the age of 47. We have raised more than $3 million to help fund research into the lethal disease that killed Joan. In those 5 years, we have gone from funding 4 research projects the first year to funding 11 separate projects this year. In fact, this year alone, we're granting more than $1 million to new projects by innovative researchers across the country, research that would not have been possible without the seed money that we provide.
This foundation has been set up to raise awareness of the disease, as well as raise research funds and distribute it to people that are doing basic research in lung cancer.
In terms of getting grants from the federal government, it's very difficult. The funding rates now are less than 10%, meaning out of every 100 grants, only 10 of them get funded.
That's why we really appreciate the support from Joan's Legacy, and it's going to make it possible for us to do science on lung cancer that we couldn't have done otherwise.
The executive director of Joan's Legacy is Susan Mantell.
With a challenge this big, the most efficient, effective way to make an impact is to work together. Increasingly, Joan's Legacy is being approached by other groups who have faced a similar loss and believe in the value of our approach to funding the best lung cancer research.
This year, we're joined once again by the Thomas G. Labreck Foundation, sponsor of the annual TGL Classic Run as One Walk and Race Series, founded in honor of the former chairman of Chase Manhattan Bank, who died of lung cancer at the age of 62. The Thomas G. Labreck Foundation will be sponsoring 3 grants this year alone through the Joan's Legacy Grant Program. The Longevity Foundation, founded by 7 lung cancer patients, will also be joining us for a 2nd year with co-sponsorship of 1 grant. And we are pleased to welcome a new co-sponsor, the Felice Lippitt-Gentist Memorial BAC Research Trust, established in memory of a young 39-year-old woman who died of lung cancer last November. This past year, lung cancer has been in the news more than ever, much of it fostered by the death of another determined lung cancer patient, Dana Reeve. Her death was the impetus for a 2-hour-long special on lung cancer that aired March 8, 2006 on CNN's Anderson Cooper 360. That broadcast began with Dana Reeve's story, but became so much more. Ended up taking a broad look at lung cancer, including a major segment on Joan Scarangello and Joan's Legacy.
173,000 people will be diagnosed this year with lung cancer. How do you keep ignoring those people?
Because of its focus, its depth, and its quality, Joan's Legacy has selected this program and the staff that put it together as the recipients of this year's Joanie Award, honoring excellence in journalism that furthers our awareness and knowledge about lung cancer.
All of us at CNN and here at 360 are proud to accept this award. Not only was Joan close to many of us, but we all know someone whose life was cut short by lung cancer. We, along with you, believe that lung cancer kills far too many innocent victims, and we hope that broadcasts like ours and others will expose a national audience to the necessity of finding a cure. Thank you for this award, and thank you for keeping Joan's Legacy alive and strong.
While lung cancer is the #1 cancer killer worldwide, research into more effective diagnosis and treatment of the disease is poorly funded, receiving much less funding than other cancers. The grants are meant specifically for work that thinks outside the box.
The foundation is funding 3 important areas of research this year. The first looks into defects in cells that affect how they live and die. Cells that do not die when they're supposed to can turn into cancer. The research tries to identify those defects so that drugs can be developed to block their effects. The second is studying the efficacy of delivering chemotherapy for lung cancer directly through the airways, similar to how an inhaler is used to deliver medication for asthma. And the third area is studying how stem cells can be used as a vehicle to deliver custom-designed cancer-killing virus particles directly to lung cancer cells. All this research is designed to help us understand lung cancer and to find effective ways of treating it.
The grant awardees are chosen by the medical committee, made up of 6 of this nation's most distinguished physicians: Dr. David P. Carbone, Dr. Mark G. Criss, Dr. Daniel M. Libby, Dr. Catherine M. Pisters, Dr. Joan Schiller, and the chairman is Dr. David Hidalgo. This year's awardees are Dr. Ruth Jerson of the Sidney Kimmel Cancer Center, Dr. Biao Her of the University of California, San Francisco, Dr. Christopher Herzog of Penn State University, Dr. Carolyn Kling of the University of Louisville, Dr. Ite Laird Ofrinja of the University of Southern California, Dr. Edwina Lerner of the University of Pittsburgh, Dr. V.G. Schroeder of the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Masaki Tamura of Kansas State University, Dr. Clifford Waldrop of the University of Missouri, Dr. Dennis Weigel of the Mayo Clinic, and Dr. William Young of the University of Louisville.
These grants fund dedicated, talented scientists in what we believe is the cutting-edge research that will lead to more lung cancer survivors, as the researchers find answers to this terrible disease that takes more than 160,000 lives each year in the U.S. alone.
We have accomplished so much, but so much more needs to be done to help all the victims of lung cancer and the families that are victims as well. With your help, we'll be able to support even more of the brilliant researchers who are dedicated to eradicating this terrible disease, and will support them until there is no longer a need to do so. I worked with Joan here at NBC News, and I knew her as a colleague and a friend. She took great pride in what she wrote for all of us on this broadcast. I know she would take great pride in what all of you have done to find a cure for the disease that took her life. Joan's memory lives on through the work you're all doing to fight this disease. It's a disease, as we all know, that kills far too many people. Thank you, all of you, and good night.